And a good Friday morning to you. This is Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin City Subaru, and 802 Honda, all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. Broad picture this morning. Big feature, this is our upper level low that brought us a bunch of different weather types, strong winds in both directions, as well as some lake effect snows, and this continues to be the case, cutting across parts of northern Vermont. Big ridge of higher pressure out west, a lot of jet stream energy coming over the top of this ridge and then diving down. This whole thing is going to be eventually progressing to our east and pulling away, and we're looking at much quieter weather overall going into this this coming weekend. But we'll see some lake effect snow and these very fairly small plumes, but very narrow plumes, but unloading a lot of snowfall. And you can see there's some snow as much as 16 inches east of Lake Ontario this morning. And looking at the European model, we're looking at 3 hourly increments. This is valid this afternoon. You can see this kind of a broader swath of lake effect snow coming off the eastern Great Lakes. And really, some of these originate actually in Lake Superior, cut across parts of Lake Huron, a little bit of Lake Ontario, cut across the Adirondacks, unload in Tug Hill Plateau, Watertown area, western Adirondacks. Still enough moisture left over to cut into the Vermont. And even these lake effect moisture plumes go all the way into New Brunswick, and we've been tracking some of these in some of the higher resolution computer modeling. This is the European model. It's, 7 kilometer, 6 kilometer. So we're looking at the lake effect that kind of drifts a little bit to the north tonight. This is valid 1 o'clock during the morning hours on Saturday. But you can see pretty handy and heavy localized snowfall associated with these lake effect bands. And a little bit of that tries to get in here a little bit further to the south on Saturday morning. This is valid about 10 o'clock in the morning. And then it starts to fall apart just as a little bit of light flurries. Some of that does linger into Saturday evening as a few flurries, and then we dry out on Sunday. Sunday is the best day because we have this high pressure ridging that's going to be taking place. And even though it'll be a cold day on Sunday, we're looking at dry conditions with a fair amount of sunshine. Our next weather maker is going to be developing in the southern Mississippi Valley, central Mississippi Valley, taking a track toward the Ohio Valley. And as it does, it's going to bring mixed precipitation types. This is valid Monday at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So a little bit of business, kind of mixed rain and snow shower activity will pull into the region, mostly northern half of Vermont. As we get into Tuesday, getting into Tuesday, you can see it changes over from some wet snow to rain. That's some mixed precipitation during town meeting in the morning, but it changes over to sprinkles or light rain showers as temperatures warm up fairly significantly. Most of Tuesday is looking pretty good, but once we get into Tuesday night, we get more sprinkles or light rain showers, and this wave of low pressure then pushes into the region. This is going to be valid on Wednesday. That's by 1 o'clock. So we're starting to see light to perhaps moderate rainfall beginning to work into the region on Wednesday. Precipitable water, PWatts around 2 standard deviations. Nothing super significant, but it does look like we'll be warm enough during that period to see all rain. Unfortunately, this is valid at about 4 o'clock on Wednesday. This is 7 o'clock Wednesday evening, and then we go back to a little bit of snow. What does the GFS ensemble say? They're again centered on Montpelier, Vermont, so you can see that we start out and the days go through to the right. We're looking at just a little bit of precipitation into the Montpelier area with lake effect snow flurries and snow showers. It looks like we dry out basically on Saturday and Sunday, and then we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so forth. A lot of gibberish here. What's the precipitation type? We'll check this. This is looking like, again, primarily snow on the front end. A little bit of mixed precipitation as we get into the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame and into Wednesday night, Thursday. Looking at the total amount of QPF, kind of a gradual build up here. This is 1 inch amount, so it's going to take quite a while to get to around 1 inch or so. Precipitable water, nothing really see here, although as we get into Wednesday, it looks like a couple standard deviations as talked about with the European. Switching to temperature, this is what we're looking at here. So we warm up with temperatures getting up around the 32 degree mark and likely higher, per the European. It does look like we are going to see below normal temperatures here through this entire weekend. Speaking of temperature anomalies, looking at the climate reanalyzer, you can see that we have warmer than normal temperatures in some parts of the northern areas up around northern Quebec, and then out west, another cold shot moved into Alaska, and this is sort of that modified colder shot that we saw last week that's now covering most of the eastern seaboard. Looking at the current temperature scenario here. So right now we're neutral, basically weighted over the next 5 days for high temperatures. And then once we get into 3 days later here, we're going to be warming up around 6 degrees above normal or so forth. Looking at the latest precipitation amounts, this is from the Weather Prediction Center, and you can see where the heavier precipitation is going to be to our southwest. And this is going to move in to our neck of the woods, mostly to the south of us. We're going to be kind of on the northern fringes of that. But overall, we're looking at below normal precipitation through this entire period. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.